Hello, everybody. This is Randrog here, coming back with another episode of Against the Wind with Aaron Thel in the land of Astrohold. There we go, Astrohold. Okay, so picking up where we left off, we left our safety in the trees, and we found a mausoleum not too far off from the grove of trees that we were in, and we are going in for whatever reason. Mainly because I want to go into it. But Arenthel feels called to go into the ruins of this mausoleum. You know, it's a strange thing to see that it's popping in and out of reality almost, or it's like almost fading out. So it's only here for a short time, maybe. We'll see. And so we're going into the delve rules. I know the first step is you number the room that you're going into, and that's all I know off the top of my head. And because it's room number one, you have to roll 2d6. It will never equal one. So the first room is always a regular room. Now, if it's a regular room, move on to the next step. Detail the room. Roll on table 105 to determine the room's size. You may roll on tables 106 to 115 to further define the space. Ask the GM if you want. Sketch the areas as you play and register as a logbook. The details. Don't forget the room number. Check the connections. Okay, so let's stick with number three. Detail the room, which is 105. 105. Here we go. Let's roll. Wait, no. D6s. D6. An 11. This is a large or expansive room. So the opening. Let's just go with. It's not just a mausoleum. This is like not like a singular crypt. This is a mausoleum of many people, many families. Maybe even in a grand city. This is just popping out from a whole different reality, maybe. And so we're stepping through the portal or the doorway, and we're coming into this large room. And we know the purpose. I don't think we need to worry too much about the purpose because this whole building is nothing but to house the dead. I mean, maybe there might be a space somewhere down that could be a ceremony right here for number 10. Unless maybe it also has. Uh, is it 6 to 15? Let's just scan through here really quick. We got adornments for constructed and natural. The site for constructed and natural. That might be useful. We are in a ruined structure. Smells. Sounds. And these are the unique rooms. Okay. So let's go with the site. Let's roll on the site and see what it's like inside the structure. We have a 7. Bright natural light filtering in, which makes sense. Wrong one. Here we go. Okay, so wrong keyboard. Brightly lit with natural light coming in. Is it an open ceiling? No, let's say it's not open ceiling, but there's cracks coming in through cracks in the ceiling. Okay, that's nice. Okay, and I mean, we're just gonna leave this as a nice big room. The walls already lined with little pockets where people are, or the remains are, I guess. Um, is this one where people like leave gifts and stuff at their family site. I mean, it's a mausoleum, so maybe not so much. At least from what I've seen, in people going about like doing paranormal investigations. Like South American, Central American graveyards are more likely to have like little shrines set up around the family grave sites, but in the mausoleums, I don't see it as much. Not like gifts laying around. So let's just roll for yes, no. And is this one where they're leaving gifts? A nine, I believe a nine is yes. Okay, so there are little gifts and trinkets and stuff around people's markers on the walls. So that maybe they're little shelves. They have little shelves, shadow boxes set into the walls with the people's ashes or bodies tucked inside, and a little box outside. They put their pictures and or paintings and crafts and stuff they leave. Maybe probably not food because this is ruins, so it might be the ruins of people's food or the remains of items they have left. That'd be pretty interesting. So if this is already a yes, that means that I do see some of those left behind. So it's not like they've been robbed. People just gone through and looted the whole place, which I guess is nice. I hate to see graveyard being looted. I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on, and I already have a log. Let's make sure we write that in there. Trinkets, offerings, and pictures line the wall. Interned. Is that the right type of interned? Because if it is, that's interesting. Because if you're taking an internship, and intern is the same thing. Interned? I don't think that's the right phrasing. Interred. Interned, but interred. Yep, inter. There we go. So it's not the same, but for me, when I say it, it sounds the same. Interred, interned. Very different. Alright. Mm. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave it as that. Trinkets, offerings, and pictures line the walls where the dead are interred. And I think that's enough for this. I mean, I don't know. Roll connections. T18, 118, 119 determine how many rooms connect to the next one. Okay, you ask the GM to determine the number of paths and roll in 120 and 21 to define their position and status. Now roll on the event table, see if anything happens where we are. So let's go 118. And we're going with constructed. So 118, 2d6, 10. A crumbling wall revealing a hidden room. Oh. Oh, that's okay. So there is a crumbling wall. And let's do the passage. So this is where it is. Where is it? I guess that's what this is for. The 7 is in front of me. So come in. I guess we can do another sketch, like a light sketch of. Is this one saved? I don't know what changes I made, but we can. Let's open a new one. It's fun. Okay, I guess that'll work. And make that black. 40. Go for this one. No, we can make it bigger. I was doing simple. This is a nice grand entryway. The doors that I came through. And along the walls over here are all the. Well, it's so small to see. Okay. Along the walls are the the crypts that people have. Could have just done that one fell swoop. That's okay. I'll do it over here. Look at that. Nah. My paint skills are on point. So somewhere ahead of us is a crumbling wall. So maybe this is just the one big part of the mausoleum. Is that so? Let's just say is a crumbling wall the end of the mausoleum. So let's throw it to the GM. 3. So no, it's not the end of the mausoleum. So there's a point. So this can continue going on. Here we go. So this can continue going on to the left and right, but here in the center bit is the crumbling wall. Let's pull the pencil out. That's even smaller. Let's go. And we'll just do like a bunch of like fallen bricks. And this right here is the entryway that leads on, and this goes out to the sides. I'm gonna say it goes out to the sides. Now I'm not going up that way, so I don't know where that leads. I would assume further in, but for right now, this is what we have. So let's go take a look. The door stats. It's a crumbling wall. It's open, wide open. It could be trapped. Maybe it's blocked. Okay, I just want to throw it to the GM. Crumbling wall. Is this a crumbling wall I can get past? Because I don't see any reason. 6, so it might be some difficulty getting through it. Okay, that's fine. So it's blocked. No, you can. I'm not saying I can get through it, but there might be. The event might say otherwise. So scroll back up here to the top. Excuse me. There we go. Roll on the table T120 to determine the type of event. Your result will guide you to additional tables should you roll. As always, it's up to you to how you want to approach the event. Right, it just might be easier to click. 122, there we go. Room event. Let's see. And 11 is a hazard. Alright. Let's click and see. Room hazard, trap, environment, or magic. The 4 is a trap. Oh. Weight shift, light okay, I'm not going to read through this. This is roll and see. Let's roll and see. There's a 3. Light exposure unleashes blinding flash. Okay. So maybe there's a crumbling wall, but that's that in there, inside the area that I'm going into, is dark. But by going in, it triggers more collapse above, and now I'm blinded by the light that that is coming in, or maybe I have phased to a different place with the ruin, and the light there is much brighter than I'm used to. The light exposure unleashes a blinding flash. Oh no, I rolled 112. What am I doing? Weight shift. I promise I'm awake. I promise. Weight shift activates ceiling spikes. Okay, so same thing. I go in there. Ceiling collapses. I have to get out of the way of the crumbling rocks as it collapses further. I don't know where. I guess I read 1, 2, added 1. I don't know. This is clearly a 2. 1 and 1, 2. Weight shift activates ceiling spikes. So let's go to the mausoleum. Okay. Crumbling wall. Hidden space. In the... What would that be called? Column in the support structure. Support beam. Support column. I wish I knew more architectural terminology to determine that. In the wall. Say wall. in front of me. Looking into the wall, into the hidden room. My presence causes the wall to crumble further, bringing the ceiling down. Wow, selling. Ceiling down above me. Okay. Alright. Fine, how are you doing? Let's get back to it. Okay, so let's write in the roles that I've had, which was the feature. I think there's a feature, correct? East wind. So we got a trap. There's a weight ceiling trap, which we're going with that. Oh, not room features. Room encounters, which we didn't go through that. The connection. That's what it was. Connection. I don't know why I minimized that, but I did. Connection. Wow. Connection. Crumbled. Crumbled wall. Event. Ended up being a trap. Okay. Says room 1, so we need to get out of the way of the trap. And we'll just do a simple. This is not anything too crazy. Do I guess do I avoid getting stuck inside the wall, or do I just get hit by the wall? That's more of the deal, right? Do I just hit by the wall? I'm gonna try to, I'm leaning in, looking into what looks like a empty space. I'm just gonna. Well, no, I don't want to say. Let's ask the GM first. Is this actually just a supporting wall that has collapsed, and I'm looking into just what should be an empty hole? It's like in a house where you have that little hallway, like, oh, can we just knock this wall down? Oh yeah, it's not supporting anything; it's just an empty area. Just clear out this whole section. Now you got this whole extra space in your house that, for whatever reason, people put a wall right. Anyway, not not gonna get into that. All right, so is there actually an area continuing on from what the split second decision? Do I go forward to avoid the ceiling, or do I go back into the mausoleum? But let's see. So does this go deeper in? 5 is a no. So no, this is just a little alcove. So we'll go in here and we'll just block this off right here. So this is just a little beam structure support. This wall's collapsed. I've poked my head in, not knowing that there's just nothing in here. And the ceiling collapses on me, and I'm trying to dive back out of the way. And am I successful at getting out of the way of the ceiling falling down on my head? 5 is I want to say is a miss. No, miss. So it might be a miss. I've been reading too many systems lately. So we'll just go for not action. 9 or lower. I can take it as a miss or use effort. And my current character, my stats. Let's take a look at it. My roll is 5, so I can burn 5 from something to get out of the way. And that'd be the same even if I do my, if I leverage a skill or talent, I still have to burn a resource to do that. It doubles the highest roll, which would be a 6, which would only then I'd have to burn 4 more to get to a hit. So either way, I'm still burning 5. Take a look at the characters real quick. Yeah, show the forms. I have Apex Agility is my gift. So let's leverage my gift of Apex Agility Let's just read this really quick on the leveraging. That just doubles the value to 6. That's still burning 5, so it wouldn't matter. Okay. Well, we will use some of our vigor, and then we'll use our talent. So I need to get 5 points. So I'm going to pull 2 vigor, which will bring me down to 2. And I'm going to pull 3 talent, and bring me down to 2 there as well. So that is using my apex agility for my talent. And then a little more of my talent, and then some of my just sheer strength of body to get out of the way of the crumbling ceiling. Goodness. Dodge the falling slabs of rock. Using my apex agility. I always had to double check for my X. The button is missing because I have enterprising children. So anytime I hit X, I always have to double check that I'm pressing the right spot because there's no key whatsoever there. So that would be vigor. No, let's do talent first. It is a 5 to 2. I might say rolled. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see, rolled a 5. Talent 5 to 2. And then agility 4 to 2. Oh, did I get a space in there? I did. Interesting. Alright. 4 to 2. Oh, I like how they do that. Too bad it's not centered. I still like that, though. Okay. Alright. I don't know if I'll be able to get to room 2 or not, because people are coming into the office already. It's not even time for lunch to end. Alright, so let's get room 2 set up. And we'll call it quits here, because that'll be some time played. Delving. Oh wait, no, actually we haven't finished. So we dealt with that. Once you dealt with or ignored the event in the manner you choose, decide what to do next. I guess I could have ignored it, but I was wanting to take a peek in, see what was going on in this room. The final room you can search is a regular unique room. You can search it or move on to the next one. Feel particularly safe and have the means to do so, you can try to recover. I'm not recovering here. I can't stay here. This place might phase out of reality, at least from my perception. You also decide to leave the location at any moment. Okay, so we're going to go on to the next room. And we're going to take a look. Room 2. So we do need to roll to see if this is a unique room or not. It's 3, so it's still higher as a regular room. Nice, regular room. Regular room. Okay. We're going to roll the features to find the room type. Already got that. It's a regular room. Let's see, 6. No, don't need 16. Need the size. And we're just going to say we're going off to the left, because why not? Let's roll and see the size of this area in particular. Is a 4. This is a small or cramped area. So this is a much smaller area. Stepping off into this room. This might be like a meeting room. Who knows? But we shall find out. And we'll roll for the purpose of this room. The 7 is a gathering area. Oh, it's a smaller, cramped gathering area. That makes sense. This is just for like small groups of people to come in. It's uh, not meant for like big funerals or anything like that. We're gonna go with that. So that would mean, did I use this pencil? This pencil. These stop. So this is a gathering room. So, um, let's see. Let's roll for adornment. See what's rolled up in here. 7 is ornate statues. That's interesting. And we're gonna leave it as brightly lit because it's right next to that big room over there. Smell, sound, nah, none that's really too interesting. We have some statues over here in the meeting area. Alright, it's a gathering room. Oh yeah, it's a gathering. Gathering room with ornate statues. And then we need to roll grand entrance, or large entrance. Entrance, entryway, entry hall. Entry, wow. Entry, hall. Mausoleum. Mausoleum entry hall. Large entry mausoleum hall. Wow, those words will make sense at some point. And we will roll the connection. No, I'm trying to do that. Smell, unique rooms, connection, constructed. So we have here is an 11. It's a large gate, barred or locked. Oh. Okay, so I'm assuming I can get to it. So is there a gate leading through the other side? And we'll ask. The 7 is middle, so not quite. Okay, so there's a gate. There's like a gate in here that bars intro. This is a meeting area. Oh. That's a fun idea. Is this a meeting area for the dead and the living? 4 is a no. Okay, I was hoping. But it's still a gate here. It's barred or locked. Is it locked on this? Is it locked here, or is it just a complete fence? So is this just a fence that I cannot get entry through? It's a 7 is kind of, so I can't get entry through. There might be a way, so there might be a key here. My attempt at drawing a keyhole. There we go. So there might be a way through this area. So this might be further barred unless I can find a key through there. Okay. Oh, yep. Passage. I'm gonna say it's right in front of me. Okay, unless we want to say, is the gate? Let's position the gate before I go putting it any further. That is kind of 6 right in front of me. Okay, good. Yay! Thank you, dice, for siding with my already pre-created world. Because I could put that gate anywhere. Could have led off further this way. Door's status we already know is locked. Because that was what I rolled. Where? Connection. Large gate, barred or locked. That's what I had. So I'm going to put like a fence type thing here that blocks off that section. Do I have an encounter here? Let's roll. See the encounter. Is a 9, which is another hazard. Man, this place is really falling apart around me. Let's roll on the hazard. Is a 7 this time is an environment. So we're looking up there, and goodness. 3 toxic spores. Okay. So let's go with It's toxic spores. There is a ornate statue. Connection is a locked gate. The event is a hazard. Hit the X. Toxic spores. Okay. So this is a gathering room with ornate statues. There are toxic spores. I'm just going to go with the toxic spores are from bodies. Me moving around that ceiling collapse that just happened has disturbed some of the uh, urns or mausoleums over here. Maybe this is like the urnery. That's not a word. Uh, Ossuary. Maybe this is the ossuary where they have all the urns for people stored, and that's what the statues are. But the ceiling collapse I just triggered next to it has disturbed some, and now there's scattered ashes all over the place, and so I'm breathing in those scattered ashes. Scattered ashes. All right. So I'm gonna roll this to see what happens. I'm just gonna try to just double check on resolve. Resolve, focusing on a task to exploit a weak spot. Experience a moment of doubt now. Oh, well, experience a moment of doubt or fear that weakens mental defense. Yeah, maybe seeing all these, like the statues moving, I can try burning my resolve that way. Let's just read really quick on the character. Resolve your mind and willpower. Mental fortitude and spirit. Well, first let's see what I roll, and then I have to determine. So I'm getting over there and I start I start coughing. And I do not want to stay here any longer. I'm trying to get away from it before I get any more into my lungs. Let's see if I can just get out. 5. Man, these dice do not like me. Google Dice, how dare you? I need to find a different set of dice online. Alright, so 5. I'm back at that spot where I was just recently. I can take a miss and see where that takes me, because that's another 5 points, and I really can't burn too much more. I only have what? 6, 12, 18. I have 18 points altogether, so 5 more leave me to 13. I don't know how much further I can go in. So let's take that hit. We'll take that hit, and I'm already getting late. Okay. Action, miss. Things go wrong. Leverage. It's not a challenge. Oh, there's really not too much. I'm just going to avoid. Let's see how I avoid the situation. It's not that the miss happens. Just that because there's so much over here, the damage and everything, I cannot get. I cannot pass through there without disturbing like bodies. There's bodies and ashes and stuff scattered all over the place. I cannot get through here now. So whatever is behind those gates is just completely taking a miss. Roll to 5. The damage from the fallen ceiling is disturbed. Wow, I'm just from the falling ceiling is disturbed. There's knocked over many urns and spilled the remains from the crypts on the wall. bones litter the floor and make the gate inaccessible without, see, disrupting, or disturbing, or you disturbing, no, disturbing the dead further. And that's that. So far, not a great little area. So still learning some of the rules. Moving on to room 3. I'm gonna roll for. No, let's leave it at room 3 because I have to go. It's almost 1 o'clock. I have a meeting here in 5 minutes. I gotta walk across half the campus. Okay. So next time, hopefully, I will be able to get through this delve. This is already pretty dangerous as it is. I mean, I'm a single person. That poor hawk, protective protective bird is. She's not happy. She's covered in. I know she probably got out of the way of this falling soon. She's definitely covered in like ashes and all sorts of nonsense at this point. But we're gonna survive. We're gonna survive. We're gonna find out what is back here that has called me in. There's something back here. So we will definitely not be going this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this. Let's see. Where are you? No, wait. I learned this last time. So I'll mark this out. And this goes on in a different direction. And we cannot go that way without stepping over the bones and damaging the dead beyond what we've already done. So I'll try drawing a bone. Okay, there's a bone. I'll probably not remember what the heck that is, but there's a bone. All right. Oh boy. Mausoleum map. All right. Well, until next time, hope this is a somewhat enjoyable, and we'll catch you again later. Bye.